looking ahead to Oregon, what kind of challenges do they present, and specifically trying to slow down Sabrina?
They present a lot of challenges. You know, it's just they have so many weapons, you know, and Sabrina's one, you know, but you find one that's not. I mean, every single person on that team can hurt you in one way or another, and so they're playing extremely well. They've played the best basketball in the conference, you know, and you know, that's just talent and focus. You know, that team is really, they play hard. They play together, you know, they play right, you know, and so Sabrina, you know, has that galvanizing quality to her. She's that motor. I just know what her expectations are, you know, and I think the team feeds off of that level of excellence that she holds everybody to, and you need that. But shoot, I mean, that comes from everybody. I mean, you look at Bando. I mean, that's somebody that, you know, I've watched her since she was a freshman in high school, and, you know, she's a warrior and a tough kid, and I know how competitive she is. I mean, she's as competitive as they come. So you talk about Sabrina, but I know what Lexi Bando's like. You know, I know what Cazorla is like. You know, I saw her before Sabrina, right? And so Sabrina is obviously as talented as they come, and so there's weapons everywhere.
They do a lot of things well. Is there something that concerns you most? To pick out one or two things? Well,
I think the thing that makes, you know, it's been fascinating to watch them, you know, because we watch them so much. I mean, they play the night before, you know, so we're watching every week. We see them in the scout for whoever we play. It's their game, and so you just see this evolution. I'm going back before we played them a year ago, you know, when this freshman class are freshmen, and before our week, you know, I was like, yeah. They're not getting the defensive end. You know, it's like they're so talented offensively, but you can just see they're loose. And then our weekend happened, and, you know, they wanted to win so bad. I mean, they played defense at a level that to be honest, I didn't think they were probably capable of at that time, but they elevated that weekend, and that really impressed me. You know, so now you look at them, and they're defending that way. They have weapons everywhere. They move the ball so quickly and efficiently. They shoot it so well. You know, and then you got Ruthie and whoever else inside, you know. So what I have been most impressed with recently is just how fast they're playing. That's the thing. They get out in transition and go, you know, and if you blink, you've given something up. And so they're making everybody pay for every mistake they make, you know. So they make you play at a level of discipline that's really impressive.
Yeah, because your guys' possessions per 40 is in the 300s, and they're only at like 130, but still, I think there may be like 5 more possessions per 40 minutes than you guys are. Do you think that they'll try to force you guys to run a little bit? Obviously, they like to get out and run, but I'm not sure if that's something that you think they'll try to force on you guys.
Well, I don't think it's necessarily a game plan thing. Like, hey, we're really going to push it. I think that's how they play. Yeah. I think they're looking for that all the time. So I think that's what I'm saying. If you blink, they're going to take advantage of that. And then if you're 5-on-5, now, you know, you're battling them for 30 seconds. Mm-hmm. You know, and they play great and late in the shot clock as well. So yeah, so it's a real challenge. I mean, they're playing at a very, very high level.
When you play both teams kind of like in the 2 games set over the same weekend, is it kind of a plus to have the first game be in Gill Coliseum in that sense?
Nah, it doesn't matter. We've done it both ways. I mean, it doesn't. And I don't know. It's such a weird thing, right, you know, to play the same team twice in 3 days.
Right.
You know, and so you just learn to deal with it.
Right.
I guess now, what is this, the 5th year that we've done it, or 6th year that we've done it? It seems. I don't know, but it's still odd, right, you know, a little bit to me. So it's an 80-minute game, really, right, is kind of what it feels like. And, right, and so, you know, you've got one day to make little adjustments, and then, so that's the fun of it, though. I mean, it's a true chess match, you know.